Join me as I take on the challenge of trusting God completely during some tough times and see what happens. When life gets tough, it's easy to feel like we're losing our footing. Challenges can come out of nowhere: a health scare, financial struggles, relationship issues. And in those moments, we're faced with a choice. Do we let fear and anxiety take over? Or do we choose to trust God? Many of us struggle with anxiety, fear, and doubt during tough times. It's like being in a storm with no clear direction, no clear end in sight. We might wonder if God is even there, if He's listening to our prayers. We might feel completely alone. These feelings can be overwhelming. They can make us question everything we thought we knew about God and His love for us. We may begin to doubt His goodness, His sovereignty. But what if I told you there's a different way to navigate these challenges? What if trusting God during tough times isn't just about getting through them, but about growing in the process? The truth is, we've all been there, faced with uncertainty, faced with fear. But it's in those moments that we can choose to turn to God, to trust Him, even when we don't understand what's happening. The Bible is full of stories about people who trusted God in the midst of incredible hardship. Job, who lost everything, yet still praised God. David, who was on the run for his life, yet still wrote about God's goodness. One of my favorite stories is about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, 3 men who were thrown into a fiery furnace for refusing to bow down to an idol. But instead of being consumed by the flames, they were miraculously protected by God. Their story shows us that trusting God during tough times isn't just about avoiding challenges. It's about being transformed by them. It's about experiencing God's presence and peace right in the middle of the storm. There was a moment in my own life when I was going through a tough season. I was struggling to make ends meet. I felt like I was at the end of my rope. But in the middle of that struggle, I had a profound realization. God was still with me, even in the hard times. That realization brought me a peace I had never experienced before. It felt like a heavy weight had been lifted from my shoulders. I could finally breathe again. So what happens when you trust God during tough times? You begin to see that He's not just a God who gets us through challenges, but a God who transforms us in the process. Let's recap. Trusting God during tough times isn't always easy, but it is worth it. When we choose to trust Him, we open ourselves up to a new perspective, a new way of seeing our challenges. If you've ever struggled with trusting God during tough times, I want to hear from you. Share your story. Share your struggles in the comments below. And if you're looking for more faith-based content, be sure to check out our next video, When God is Silent. Thanks for watching.